What's up, everyone? The Panda Photographer here. You guys also know me as Kiki Alexander, and I run a little website called 646studios.com. I'm a self-taught photographer, an amateur videographer, an amateur retoucher. I'm no professional when I say these things, so please don't take me so seriously. And Raphael says I'm 1 minute late. I'm trying to get set up here because I do a different setup all the time, so well, thank you for putting me in my place. But if you guys are watching this after the live is over, please take this video with a grain of salt. What I do on this channel and how I add is based on my taste, on how I feel about the image. So today we have my model, Kakisha. She's a New Yorker model slash actress slash hard worker, very athletic, and I met her through a mutual friend named Somat, and she's also a photographer in New York City. And when I was living in New York City, she invited me to the photo shoot, and I got to meet Keisha, and we ended up like getting together and shooting at the Dumbo, Brooklyn. So if anyone knows, Dumbo, Brooklyn is like the place to do portraits. You don't need a permit, you don't need some type of paperwork to prove that you can bring all the gear you want and still shoot it. It's open to the public, so always remember that. But we stood it all afternoon, all evening, and like middle of the night, and like not middle of the night, but getting dark with a point where I want a night portrait photographed, and I decided to take it upon myself and use my grid system. Now I got the Roll Grid 3-in-1 system. I used a Godox TT600S. I had it like 1/8 of a power, and I had it at a 45-degree spotlight. So yes, I'm using a spotlight so I don't spread that unnecessary light everywhere else. You can see that it's a little bit spread, but that's okay. It's because I'm actually pointing the light directly straight to my talent, which is the model. And okay, be back. And Robbie said he'd be back, but I really wanted to just take the moment and get that spotlight look and that little what look I was going for. I was going for like this 1940s, 45, 1950s like passion look, and I told her to look this way, like as if like the wind just touched you in a very soft way. And I can't remember how I said it back then, but it was pretty amazing. But right now I'm going to actually go through the procedure and show you how I'm going to add this photo. And since I reset everything in my Lightroom, so therefore I deleted all my catalogs. I wanted to start from scratch, and I don't care. I'm not trying to be the best photographer out there or the best retoucher. I'm just trying to do what I loved to do as most. I started doing photography at age 12. I got into it professionally at like 21. I won't say professional, I just got really I'm an enthusiast, so no professional, as I said. But before that, I did rollerblading, snowboarding, action sports, did videography work, made videos, made some money off those skate videos. But you know, I also took pictures for inline rollerblading, which also helped me gain a reputation in the inline sports community. But this is where I built my skills. Now I used the Sony a7R with the Sony FE90mm micro lens for this shot. So if you guys are curious, full frame 36.4 megapixels for this photo. And want to stress enough, I know this is going on a little bit too long, but I wanted to wait and see if any more people come into this chat, into the live. And let's get started. All right, so let me roll the intro. So guys, if you are in this channel and you haven't been subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe if you like the content or not, and hit the notification button. Now YouTube has been saying that if your subscribers don't hit the notification button, they will not notify any of your subscribers because they just think that your content is not important to them. So that hurts my feelings, YouTube. But that's what YouTube has said, and YouTube said they only will allow people, notify people that actually hit the notification button. So it is important to me. Welcome back, Raphael. It's important that you hit that notification button, but you share this content. This is my website, 646studios.com. I have a little biography about myself. I have photos on the front page, so you don't have to go through the tabs in the website. So you can click on photo, portraits, events, cities, urbans, nature. I even got a documentary folder, a time-lapse folder, so you guys can see some of the great, amazing time lapses. But yeah, anyways, and I also got tutorials on photography and videography. You can see some of the gear that I have used or used in the past. You can see some in my Adobe Lightroom Premiere presets. You can go there and see all the little tricks and needies. But with that said, let's get into the picture. So I already imported to Lightroom. Now I'm going to touch it up in Lightroom, right? And then I'm going to actually export it and do the rest in Photoshop. So bear with me. So if you have the patience, it's Thursday. For some of you guys that live on the California West Coast, I did not know that you guys celebrate a holiday, Caesar Chavez or something like that. Apparently California can make up their own holidays, so I didn't know that was a holiday. And so won't be giving you any lives tomorrow, no lives tomorrow, so please bear with me on that one. But right now, what I did also, before I imported, I went into the library and make sure that I hit my 646 Studios copyright information. So this photo is absolutely copyrighted. You can't delete the metadata, it's there permanently. So I'm going to export it to Lightroom. And I'm sorry, my webcam is not working. I can't get it to work. Like, my laptop is a piece of shit, to be honest. My laptop is a piece of shit. But if you guys want to make a donation, all right, hit the PayPal link down in the descriptions below. I want to say to Alton Brown that YouTube took your $10 donation from me. I don't know why that is, but they took it from me, which is really troublesome. But this is why I do the PayPal donation instead of the super chat. Now, if I get more subscribers, then I can get the super chat, and therefore I can count for all the super chats. But other than that, like, I always like the PayPal because PayPal only takes like 3% of that, but YouTube takes 30% of your super chat as a feed for the service. So I find that kind of ripping people off. But anyway, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna choose a lens correction profile. You can see that I used the FE 90mm micro lens. You can see that you can't see that I use the A7R, but it's there, the metadata is there. But right now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see how I'm working with some of these presets here. Don't want to break that much. Where's my low key? Can't find my low key. So where's my low key? Can't find my low key. I made a preset the other day and now it's not here. That's just lovely. Messing up the ribbon here. Okay, so let's do this by scratch. So I'm going to, first of all, let's go back into the sharpness here, and I'm gonna pick 42%. I'm gonna pick 0.9, and I'm gonna pick 35, and I'm gonna bring this sharpness down until it hits my subject really well, like really well. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. And now what I'm going to do is bring up some of the shadows. And if you guys want to see what I'm doing, well control the shadows. Now, as I said before, I did shoot this on an A7R3. Did I click? I thought I clicked. Alright. I'm not sure what's going on with this YouTube chat thing. It's not showing you guys. So let me show you guys what I did before, because it seems like YouTube is glitching here. I choose the lens profile. You can see that it's FE90mm micro f2.9 micro lens. Got this with the Sony A7R 36.4 megapixel camera. I just applied sharpness at 42%, radius 0.9, details 35, and masking is at 48%. And if you guys want to see the masking, I'm going to press alternate key on my PC. You can see where I absolutely use the alternate key to mask. Now I am going to go back up here, and you can see where I made some adjustments. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring out some details in her eyes. First of all, I want where's my green catch eye? Use my presets. Okay. Now, if you guys are curious, I am using a Wacom tablet with my Logitech G300S gaming mouse with the micro keys, so I can program the keys. So and what I'm going to do next, let me just plug this back in. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm not feeling so well either, but I'm trying my best to stay in the right composure right now. But I feel like crap, but I'm gonna brush her eyes a little bit. And that looks a little bit too much. Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it out. Okay, I'm gonna bring down highlights. Bring it down the highlights just a bit there. Looks a little too much. So I am using a Wacom tablet because I like this. It's a piece of hardware because it's a precise tool. It is something that I can absolutely trust when touching up and getting accurate touching up, especially doing accurate touching up or retouching. But yeah, I really love it. It's a really good essential tool. Now, first of all, and she has like the perfect skin, so there's not much that I can absolutely like due to her skin, but maybe like add a little bit of softness and some sharpness. I don't know. Look how sharp the lens is. Look how detailed this lens, this Sony FE90mm micro lens is sharp. Now I do have a Pateron SP F017A for the A-mount Sony bodies, and that's a newer model, and that one is extremely sharp as well. But when you put in a crop sensor, it becomes a 135, so you get much more compressed background, but you do end up receiving some crop aberrations on the crop sensor. So you put it on a full frame, you won't see it, but you put it on a crop sensor, you will see some, but it can be fixed in post. But anyway, I'm gonna actually do a little bit sharpening some areas like her eyebrows here, and sharpen these up a little bit. Oh, that's a little deep. That looks good. Change the highlights a little bit. Alright. Getting somewhere with the eyebrows. So who is in the live right now? I got chat. Oops. Just right here. Right, that looks good. Just me, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's just you. Like I said, it's YouTube. YouTube is not notifying my subscribers, even if they do subscribe, and even if they do hit the notification button, they won't receive the notification until about 15 minutes after I'm already live, or 30 minutes after I'm live. Then they get the notification, because I have heard from a few people like, oh, I missed your live again. Why is that I don't get notification? And they do hit the notification. I said, I don't know, but recently YouTube described the situation is that they would not notify your subscribers if your subscribers are not actually watching your content. So if someone is not watching my content on a daily basis, they will not notify that subscriber. And I think that's a biased way how to actually mistreat the smaller community and the smaller creators that are trying to grow on the platform. I think that's a really bad way to how to conduct a business platform, a platform that's supposed to be equal to everyone. I just think YouTube needs to like get their shit together, because all they do is playing like, oh yes, only focus on our top tier subscribers that absolutely make us the big money. And I feel like that's kind of bullshit, because some of us here are not gonna fucking do prank jokes or do content or blog all the time on a daily basis. Not all of us can do what Casey Neistat can do, and that's what YouTube has to understand, is that not all of us can be a Casey Neistat or a Philip DeFranco. We don't run businesses. We have jobs. We have our own lives. We have to go through our own struggles, and YouTube is not addressing that by letting us speak our voice about our lives and our struggles, but instead they actually mute and ghost our channels, so our subscribers and outside audience are not continue to absolutely be aware of what I like to do or what you like to do on a daily basis. I just feel there's some biased bullshit going on with YouTube. I just don't like how YouTube is practices are. It's all shaded. Yes, I'm on this platform, but YouTube used to be amazing. YouTube used to be about express yourself. You can't even do that anymore. You can't even say anything anymore. You can't even say the N-word. Literally, like, people take the N-word as an offensive, like, term. Yeah, it's a word. First of all, if anyone's very educated, it's actually spelled Niger, and actually, it's a country in Africa. So I digress. But for all you people that are watching this channel that are not into photography, that just want to learn something, the N-word is actually spelled Niger, not with a double G. And I'm going to say this, don't take this offensively, or to all my Caucasian American friends, or my Caucasian European natives, but like, the white man put the extra G on that word to make it sound aggressive. So oh, what I'm doing, I'm supposed to zoom in here. Alright, brush is big enough now. Let's get that. Actually, no, I don't need to do this. I can do this in Photoshop. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is fix the red skin, because I just feel like her skin's a little bit too red. Do the color pop and then fix the reds again. Okay, I think I got what I need. Make sure all my settings are applied. And yes, take this into Lightroom. But what did I know? I'm French native. I'm a French native and raised in so many places, man. It's just a mess for me. My lifestyle is a mess. Japan here, what was it? London here, Paris here, New York here, Winnipeg, Canada here. Like, where is actually home? But then again, my adopted parents travel a lot, so therefore, like, I was everywhere, learning this, learning that. But such a bad kid. I was a bad kid. I wasn't bad. I was smart. I didn't. Guys, if you lived the lifestyle that I lived, imagine you being a black kid living in Japan, getting bullied all the time, being picked on all the time, and that's what kids do. Okay, as you get older, all those people that used to bully me are now people that I talk to sometimes, because some of them are married now, some of them are busy with jobs and careers. Some of those individuals became friends that actually committed suicide, and like, I'm not ever going to forget who they are, because they will always stay in my heart and in my mind. But that's the whole point about, like, growing up as a child. You do make mistakes, then you learn from it. But in Japan, everyone seems to be like, oh, I've made that mistake, I apologize, and they really do apologize. But the difference between, like, Europe or Europe entirely, now this might not go for all through Europe, but mostly dominated by the US. Sometimes I just feel like when people apologize in the US, they don't mean it. That's just me. Look at her. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit too strong. I don't know. I think that looks a little bit too strong. Okay, let's bring down the small details and medium details, and bring down the large details. Now, so if you guys are curious, I'm using Nick Collections with Photoshop and Lightroom, but I mostly use it in Lightroom. I think it's very effective in Lightroom. Not very effective with, I mean, it's very effective in Photoshop. It's not very effective in Lightroom. I want to bring down some of the small, just a bit. Okay, and we have process. See, and if you are very curious on how I shot it, basically I got everything right in camera. I know I had to do a little few minor touching up in here and there with like the eyes, the iris. Not too much with the hair, not too much with the lips, because the teeth, I didn't have to apply any filters to the teeth. It's naturally there. Man, I need a bottle of sake, man. That's what I need to get rid of this fucking headache. I have a migraine headache. Not only that, my bones are aching. I don't feel like my best today. I feel like someone hit me with a brick. I really feel like someone hit me with a brick. Okay, so I'm looking at this photo here. I want to make sure that I'm not doing anything crazy, because this is actually like a low-key light situation, and I want to use the low-key light. Okay, you can see the bokeh in the background, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I shot this in New York City in like 2016. Okay, this is when I first, early 2000. No, early 2000. 2016 summer. So. Okay, now guys, did you see that? Did you see what just popped up in my right hand corner just now? It's now telling me that, oh, I am live. See, as I said, guys, within the half hour of me going live, now you would get the notification that I'm live. And that is just proof right there in the corner. I'm going to leave it in the corner so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is what you get when I'm live. This is what happens when I go live. It doesn't notify people right away that I am actually live. It waits a half hour, which is very trouble. I find that to be bogus bullshit. Like, come on, YouTube. That's really unacceptable behavior by far. I don't care what your excuses are. You treat me like shit, YouTube. Treating me like shit. YouTube is treating all of us like crap. Oh yeah, we're not gonna tell people that you're live. We're just gonna wait. You're not really important. Your stories are not important, the Panda Photographer. Casey Neistat stories are more important because he makes us bread. That's what this is all really about. We don't care if you want to try to connect to your community. We're not really for that right now. We are for... Oh man. It's like shooting yourself in the leg. You know why people stay on the YouTube platform? Because they stay true to their subscribers and their audience. They don't try to be a sellout like some people. I mean, just in for the money. Really, you are in just in, you don't care for. Nope, I'm in it for the money. Most of these fucking YouTubers are in for the money. Let's be honest. They tell you one thing, but it's really about the money. Yeah, making money is a great platform, but I mean, making money is a great opportunity, but sometimes neutral. Sometimes you just gotta like let that money come to you naturally. You have to let it. You shouldn't actually crave for it or beg like, oh, I'm only here for money. This is where you're gonna mess up a lot. You should be in here for trying to get the people's attention and tell a story. That's pretty much it. Tell a story. Okay, now I'm gonna actually come on. Damn, this laptop has had it. Jeez. Oh man, I really need a new laptop. I could have been done by now and all this crap. Wait, where's my nature? Here we go. Now you can tell in the background that was a whole entire glass that I took photos of, and I kind of don't want to expose that glass too much, but you can see the noise picking out. I'm like really pushing it to a point. So I'm gonna bring down contrast, the detail extract just a bit. Okay, let's do 50%. Let's go down. He is such a beautiful person. Oh my god, such a beautiful person. Okay. I'm gonna bring it down just a bit more because I really want to emphasize some of that bokeh in the background and that little like flare that you see like when you are shooting in anamorphic lenses. If anyone has shot with anamorphic lenses, you know that that's such a cool effect in your images. Now if you're a filmmaker, you know that what I'm talking about. Anamorphic lenses have this like really nice effect, and if you do have anamorphic, okay, first of all, if you have an iPhone, if you're using any application that has anamorphic, it's going to actually give you anamorphic look, but to add to that, you should buy anamorphic lenses because I'm telling you, that streak of lights that comes through, oh man, it's such amazing. This is another reason why I like filmmaking. It's like the cool things you can do with anamorphic lenses. Okay, I think I got this. Boom. Thank you, YouTube, for not sending notifications to my audience. You just proved to me just a few minutes ago that you just notify people that I'm live. You just notify myself, which that's weird. Like, yeah, I hit that reminder button. That should have been when I started the live, but apparently you're all late to the game. Oh, you're not late to the game. You purposely do that. Can't stand it, like how YouTube does this all the time to people. Don't even ask the community what we want. They just do things on their own because they think. They don't even have. Okay, YouTube does have a channel. I forgot the name of the channel that I was watching this crap on. It really pissed me off to see like how. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use the polarization. Get some rid of the highlights. But anyway, glare. Polarization to get some rid of that glare in the highlights. But anyways, I really wanted to stress a lot about how, and now I can I want to crop. No, like that. I want that. Oh, no, I used the wrong tool, dumbass. I'm such a dumbass. See, when you get sick, your mind just goes somewhere else. Your mind is somewhere. Nope. Go for it. Go for it. That's just too much open space on top, so gotta crop. See, now this is a good opportunity to crop a full frame image, because since it's 36.4 megapixels, I'm going to be cropping this to give it. Oh man, get out of here. Now that looks better. Okay. Why does it look so warm on my iPhone, but it's weird. Guys, this is why okay, so I need to move this over. Just looks a little bit too saturated on my. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and 2%, and that looks and just applied. And there you go, guys. So this is another tip that I definitely recommend guys doing. Okay, so wait till this is done. Okay, so what I'd like to do is go to export, pick JPEG, Copyright. Now the width is actually 7,360. The height is 4,192. So this is going to be my high-res file. Now it's 17.5 megabytes. So this is how I like to import my files. So your photos, go to New York, start a new one, new, retouch, NYC, portraits. And what I'm going to do is pick high and low. So this is going to go in the low, and I'm going to retouch it. T-shirt retouch 2018, Dumbo, Brooklyn, NYC. Make sure that I'm going to copy and move this over, save it, give it a moment to save, and I'm going to do it again. See, I'm running SSD, so this is a really fast process to do with SSDs. Now, if you're going to be sharing this on social media, this is what I like to do. Share this on social media is I erase the width from 2048 by 1166. So always do 2048 and wait till it loads and transform your image to a smaller res file so you can share it on social media. And I'm going to actually export this to a low res file, and it says 1.3 megabytes. So excellent, export it, go to, I got so many folders, gotta go. Okay, what the hell am I doing? Okay, New York City, retouch, low, and there you go. And ta-da, all done. So anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. And or Ralphie, which is the only person probably watching this right now, all the way from Texas, Rockwell, Texas, for like YouTube, come on, literate, stop messing with my channel. You have no authorization. Well, you do have authorization, but you don't have no authority to say what is best for my channel. So with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please hit the like button, and if you find this interesting Lightroom tutorial video, please do follow me in the descriptions down below on social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and so forth. And if you want to make a small little donation, the PayPal link is down in the descriptions below. It really helps me out, guys. But with that said, everyone, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next live video. That's if YouTube stops doing their bullshit notification crap, because I'm sick of that. And we just saw what happened here live on this live, that 30 minutes later YouTube notified myself that I was live. And that is proof. So have a good day, guys.